For today's class, we will be making nurse and doctor finger puppets, our heroes. We'll be making felt finger puppets today. You'll need felt or other fabric, sewing needle and thread, kids' hot glue, scissors, and any other material you want to use.
Hey! You're supposed to be making finger puppets. What are you doing here? 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. Oh wow, there's 12 eyes on Mr. Showerhead. Whoa, wait, no, I didn't mean on me exactly. I just meant like to pay attention. I was just joking, you know me. Yeah, I know, Mr. Showerhead. Well, back to making finger puppets. Hope you're enjoying.
Nurse and doctors are saving the day. Finger puppets are here to stay.
Pick a color, felt, first. Or if you don't have felt, then any other fabric is fine too. Oh, and this color is going to be your base. Whatever color you want the skin of your nurse or doctor to be. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half, just like we did with the paper if you watched that part. And we're going to fold it in half, best we can, doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're going to take a pen or a marker and trace 2 fingers. Also doesn't have to be exact. And this is just to make sure that our puppet will fit on 1 finger later. So you can also do this and trace a finger like really big. But I think it's safer to just do two fingers to make sure that it comes out good. So now, I got this. This is going to be the size of my drawing, my design. I'm going to draw the head now. So I'm going to use this. I can draw the head also inside of this. So I can draw the head in here. I just got to make sure the head is pretty big. So I'm going to draw the head in here. And then I can make the arms even come out of here. Because you're not going to see all this.
This stuff is going to be on the inside of the finger puppet, so you won't see it. So don't worry if the lines don't look like what you want it to look later. So
I'm going to do mine with the hands out like this. And it doesn't matter, you don't have to actually do fingers because it's kind of hard to sew. So I'm just going to do kind of big fingers and make sure the arms are big too. And then I'm going to do the body. Okay, and if you don't know how to draw hands, or it doesn't matter, you don't have to draw hands, you can even just trace your fingers and cut this part even. So now what we're going to do, let's cut it. I'm going to cut, even though the line is here, I'm going to cut a little outside of the line. And then here, I'm not going to get all the way to the line, I'm going to turn and cut always a little outside of the line. And see, it doesn't matter that I drew fingers, because it doesn't really matter in the end. So we're just going to cut around. And try to hold the 2 felt pieces together with fabric while you cut. If you can't do it, that's okay. If you only cut one of them and the other one you couldn't cut good, then you can just open your fabric and then trace around what you cut and then just cut that. So, and then you'll have 2 pieces that are pretty much the same. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I got these 2 pieces. Now is the part where we are going to put the puppet together. So of course it's not going to work like this. I got to connect all the sides. So I'm going to get my sewing needle. Sewing needle looks like this. And you can see there's a tiny hole. And if you can take your thread, doesn't matter what color, you can choose your color if you have a few options, or whatever you have is good. And then just push the thread into the hole. So let me show that again. It's always easier if you cut the thread and make sure it's not, that it doesn't have any edges on it. If it's just one, see, it's even hard for me. So you might need help, or you might want to use one of these that has a bigger hole. So then you pull the thread a lot, because you need a lot of string. And you pull the thread so you have enough, so you have the same amount on both sides. Then you can cut it. Since you have the same amount on both sides, doesn't have to be exact. See, mine is a little shorter here, longer there, that's okay. Now, I'm going to start sewing. So you start sewing with a design on the outside, because we're going to flip this over. So So what we're going to do is we're going to push the needle, and it has a thread in it, and you're going to push it in through the bottom corner of your puppet. And you're going to pull it almost all the way through, and then take your needle and cross it over the thread, and then push it back under and pull. And I'll show this one more time. So you take your needle, cross it over, and then push it under and pull. So see, I'm holding the extra thread, and I'm putting the thread over where the needle's holding, and I'm taking that needle and putting it in the loop. And you should do this twice, so that way it's strong and your puppet won't fall apart. So now I'm just going to keep going. So what I do is all I gotta do is just put the needle in a little bit further up, push it to the other side, and pull. Sometimes this string gets stuck in the middle, so just pull it out. And then from the other side, from the bottom, I do the same thing. I push it up. And don't let it squinch too much. So you don't want it to be like this, so you want to make sure it's straight. And then you just keep going. And you can do a few at a time even. And see, now I'm making sure my string is free here. And I'm pulling. And if you have like something like this where it gets caught in a knot, just pull the string a little bit. And if it's still caught in a knot, this happens sometimes, then you can either start over if you have to, or you can tie the loop here to the string that you had on the bottom. So do a double tie, meaning you put the loop on your finger and then the other string, cross it over and bring it under the loop, and then pull. And then you do that one more time. It's not easy, so if you need help from an adult for this part, just ask someone for help. But if you can do it, then you can sew anything. Now, I'm just going to keep going. Maybe I shouldn't have done so many at the same time. So I'm going on the outer edge of the puppet. I just sew on the outer edge. When I get to a turn, I'm just going to keep sewing. Okay, I'm almost at the end. Look, I just have to get to this end because I need to keep that bottom open so my finger can go in. So if you did run out of string and you didn't get to the end yet, that's okay. Just make sure you have enough string. And I'm going to demonstrate, like say I didn't have enough string. I'm going to cut it here to pretend that I was running out of string. So, if I ran out of string, what am I going to do? So what you do if you run out of string is you take the needle and you put a thread in the needle again. Find the hole. And then pull it so you have a nice string, a good length of the string. It's pretty good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I have some string left here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this needle right next to it. And I'm not going to pull all the way, I'm going to leave some space. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this string to this string. So the same way you tied before, you take one string, put it on top of your finger, then take the other and cross it over it, and tuck it into the loop, while still holding the other string. It's kind of difficult, it might take a few times to learn how to tie, if you haven't done it before. And then you do it again. Again and again. If you want to do it 3 times, even better, it'll be even stronger. And it'll get you some practice on tying. So once you know how to tie, you can do a lot of things. So now, I got my string back, and I still have a little bit more, so I'm going to finish that. Okay, so now I got to the end. Now how do I finish? Should I just cut it? Probably not, because if I just cut it, then the string could come apart when I put my finger in, and look, if I open it, see the strings coming out? So I don't want to do that, I want to tie it somehow. So the way you tie it at the end is you push the needle in, again, and you leave some space on one end and the other end. And what you do is you tie that. So you push your needle in to the loop, tie, and then push your other end through the loop and tie. Now you can cut these extra pieces of string, but don't cut the sewing part, just the extra pieces of string, just the ends. Okay, so now, so I got my puppet. Now all I gotta do is flip it. So how do you flip it? Pretty much what it sounds like. You just take both sides, hold 2 fingers here, 2 fingers here, and flip. And keep pushing the inside out. So just push it, keep pushing, use your finger to push the head out. If it's really hard and it's too small, use a pen and push the head out. And then use a pen or a pencil or something smaller. Sometimes I have to even use the needle. The way you use the needle is you tie it, you like push it in to a spot and then just pull, and then push it in and pull. So you just push it into the inner part that you want to pull out. Or like I said, you can use a tool or a marker or a pen and just push it out. And the same thing for the other arm. There we go. Okay, so now I got the base for my finger puppet. Amazing. Here it is. Okay, cool. So now I want to design my puppet. So the way you design is we're going to need to use either hot glue, and be careful it's hot. Make sure you use kids hot glue. This is kids hot glue, low temp. And also make sure an adult shows you how to use it if you're using it for the first time. And if you're below 4th grade, I would recommend having an adult help you. And what you're going to do with hot glue is you're going to attach the pieces to your puppet. So if you want eyes, or you can also draw with paint or with markers too. I'm going to show you the way of doing it by gluing pieces. So you take some felt that you want to use for a piece, like say you want to make some brown eyes. So I'm going to cut a little bit of felt, you don't need much for eyes. And I'm just going to cut some circles for the eyes, or ellipses, or whatever comes out, it's fine. Okay, cool. And now I can just glue those eyes on. So with the hot glue, make sure you do not touch the tip. And also make sure you don't touch the glue right away because the glue is hot. And make sure you're working on a surface that is not going to ruin the table. So make sure you put some paper down or something to keep it safe. So just going to add a little bit of glue, touch of glue, and put the hot glue gun down. It's okay if it falls on the side. And then just press your piece in. There, so we got 2 eyes. Sometimes the hot glue gets stringy, that's okay, you can just pull the strings out. You can also cut them out. Okay, so now I got some eyes. So far it looks like a pink ghost. Now, I'm gonna make this pink ghost into a pink ghost nurse. Cool.
Pink ghost nurse?
I wanna add a coat.
What?
I'm gonna add a, let's see, I'm gonna use this color coat. So I'm just gonna cut a piece. Or you can use any other fabric. If you don't have felt, that's fine. Just use any fabric you have, or even paper. You can even use paper and color it. So now I'm going to draw the coat. So let's see, how am I going to do this? Let's see, I'm going to put the puppet here. Let's trace the puppet first, so I get the right size of the coat. And the coat's not going to go over his head, so I'm just going to do it up to his neck. And then I'm just going to make a line here. Okay, now do I want a V shape here for the neck line, or round? So I'm going to do a V shape. You can decide how you want yours. Maybe it goes like this because his neck's pretty big. He's got a coat. Or if I want to adjust this, I like those coats that open up. So I'm going to cut this in half. So it's like that kind of coat. Okay, so I was going to make a shirt before I put the coat on. Oh, it's 7 p.m. Gotta go clap for healthcare workers. I'll be right back. I bet the healthcare workers will be happy to see all the puppets you made. All the nurses and doctors you made. So now I was, making the shirt. So I can draw the shirt on top of the puppet so I know that it fits the puppet. Cut this out.
Sha-la-la. Sha-la-la. Oh. Sha-la-la.
Okay, once I see that I like the design, I can always change it. I can always snip parts. So that's what I did, and now I'm gonna glue it. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue. Doesn't have to be everywhere. And put the glue gun down, and then glue it off. You can also do the back. Now I got the coat and the shirt. Now I'm gonna add a mouth and a nose and some dots for the eyes, hair. So I'm gonna add some pockets also. You can just glue pockets on. You just cut pieces and just glue them on. Just make sure you don't glue the bottom, so you just put your finger and stuff. Cool thing about felt is that you can just roll a little piece of it and it becomes like a ball. And then if you want to like add little eyes in the middle, you can use that ball and glue it on. You can even do even smaller ones, like if you want to do tiny blue eyes, just get a little piece of felt, like this, roll it up in your fingers, add a touch of glue, and just push it on. Touch more glue than that. Wait, might want to wait a second before you push it on. Let's do one more. Just like a little bit felt rolled in your fingers. And then just push it on like that. Cool. Oh, I like how this is looking. Okay, now I'm gonna make a mouth. Let's make it this color. The same thing that you can just roll the felt in your fingers if you want it to be rounder. You can change shapes if you just roll it in your fingers. Put it here. If you get a little bit of glue stuck to your finger, just peel it off. Or just leave it on. Okay. You can shape it while it's still drying. You can push it and shape it kind of like clay. When the glue's not too hot to touch, but also not completely dry. Let's see, what color hair do I want? Yeah, it's the puppet's getting there. Wait, what? Oh, he said he doesn't have any ears or hair. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll make you some hair and some ears. Just a second. Okay, so I just have this little piece of fur lying around in the house. Or if you want, you can use a piece of fabric to make hair. Or if you have other materials you want to use for hair, that's fine. You can just glue it on. I think I'll use this blue. That looks cool. Whoa. Wait, what? You can't hear me yet? Oh, right. I was going to make some ears. So I'm going to use the same kind of fabric for his ears. So the extra fabric that I have here, I'm just going to cut like a tiny bit. Like 2 little triangles. And then I'm just going to glue them on to the side here. And you can shape them as you glue, so you can kind of push them around. Kind of like clay. Can you hear me now? What? Shh, I can't hear you. What? Oh, he said he can hear. Okay, that's good. The doctor needs to be able to hear. What are you missing still? Oh, I think I'm hearing him talk. What? Hello everyone. I'm just missing my stethoscope. And also, I'd like to have a black line in the middle of my lips here, so you can see that I'm talking. Oh, okay. Alright, so let me make the black line. And then you said something about a stethoscope? What is that? Oh, that's perfectly good black line. Maybe a black line around the ears too. Oh, okay, sure. Like that? Yes, that's perfectly good. That's perfectly good. Okay, so now, A stethoscope. What is a stethoscope? Oh, it's what doctors use. You know, that string thing. String thing. Okay. Well, I have this pipe cleaner. Does this help? Oh yes, the pipe cleaner can help. Maybe cut a piece of the pipe cleaner. Okay. Cut a piece of the pipe cleaner. How about this long? Yes, that long is good. Okay. Okay. Cut it. Okay. Move it. Okay, so now fold it. Okay, folding it. And put it around my neck. Like this? Yes. Oh. That's good. That's good. Now I need a little bead on one side. Or some sort of circle. Oh, well, I have a bead here. I found a bead. I have some beads by accident. Or you could just cut a circle out of felt. Maybe do both. Oh, okay. So I'll cut a circle. I'll cut a circle out of felt. And also put a bead on it. Okay, so let me choose a bead. Maybe this color. And then maybe red. And then, yes, cut a circle of the red. A little bit bigger than the bead. Okay. How's this? Oh, that's perfectly good. Now, glue the bead to the red. Okay. Now connect it to the pipe cleaner. Okay. Oh, that's good. I think this will work. Okay, now what? Now, you must connect another piece of pipe cleaner to the other side. Oh, okay. So, like, maybe this. Cut it? Yes. And then tie it on. Okay. Is this good, doctor? Alright, now add a little black dots on the end of the stethoscope. Okay, sure. Whatever you say, doctor. Alright, let's add, maybe I'll use some felt for it. Yes. Okay, so I'll just hot glue little brown dots. Is that okay? Yes, brown is fine. Okay, so I'm just taking a little bit of felt, rolling it, putting a tiny bit of glue. Taking the extra cheese off. I call it extra hot glue web strands or whatever you want to call it. I call it hot glue cheese. So now I have a stethoscope for the doctor. How's this, doctor? Oh, that's grand. Where are you from, doctor? I'm from the Baltic Sea. The Baltic Sea, huh? They speak like that in the Baltic Sea? Precisely. Okay. If you say so. Alright, so now, since we have your stethoscope ready, doctor, what else would you like to have? Well, I'd like to have a patient. Oh, a patient? Like someone that comes to you in need for assistance for if they don't feel well? Yes, I need a patient. So, where is my patient? Oh, right, you're a patient, yes. I'll get you a patient, just a second. Mr. Cat, would you mind being a patient for the doctor? Oh, yes, of course, yes. I can be a patient. I'm very patient. No, I mean, not like patients, like you pretend you have something wrong with you, like you're sneezing a lot or something. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Yes, pretend. Okay, so, hello, doctor. Hello, how can I help you? Well, I've been, meowing a little, strangely lately. Oh, let me take a look. With my stethoscope. Breathe deep. Meow. Oh, very good. It seems that I forgot to put the stethoscope in my ears. I'm a new doctor, I've just been made. Oh, I see. Okay, then, try it again then. Alright, let me put the stethoscope on my ears. Okay. Now let's see. Breathe deep. Oh, it's falling off my ears. Sorry, doctor, I'll fix it. Here we go. Okay. Breathe deep. Meow. Oh, it sounds fine. You're perfectly fine. Oh, good. I was just pretending anyways, so, it was fun playing. See you next time. Alright, see you next time. Maybe I'll join the pigeon ride. Okay, see you soon on the pigeon. Actually, it's not a pigeon, it's a dove. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like our doctor succeeded in his first first patient testing, and so he is now a real doctor. So now, doctor, are you planning to go to the hospital to work? Oh yes, but it's getting late, so I must sleep first. Oh, okay, yeah, and tomorrow. Okay, well, so I hope you enjoyed the class today, and I hope you made your doctors and nurses, and you can make as many as you want. This is my first one. I might make another few. And remember, if this was too hard, you could do the paper one, the first part. And if you need help from an adult, then for this, that's fine too. It's a little more advanced. So that's it. And hope you staying safe and having fun at home and being creative. And don't forget to subscribe as well. Here's a subscribe button. And let me know in the comments what you want me to teach next class, because I am taking advice from you. So, oh, wait, someone's at the door. Yes, come in. Hello. Oh, hi, Mr. Showerhead. You seem kind of sad. Why are you crying so much?
Oh, it's not, tears of sadness. It's tears of magic. It cleanses your mind. It makes you more magical so you can teach these kids how to make creative stuff.
Oh, I see. I see, okay. So there's nothing wrong with you, right?
Oh, is there something wrong with him? Why is he crying so much? No, doctor, it's... no, doctor, I'm not crying. It's magical tears.
Oh, wow.
Can I shower in your magical tears? Yes, of course. Oh, this is grand. This is grand. I'll have magic powers to heal people now. Yes, that is true. You have now achieved magic powers to heal.
Oh, great.
And what about me?
Well, you're magical. You're part of Mr. Showerhead.
Oh, right.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see you next time on Omer the Art Teacher. And bye for now. Don't forget to clap at 7 p.m. if you're in New York City for healthcare workers. And you can bring out your puppets to the window when you're clapping too. Just don't smash them. So from me and from all our friends here,
Oh, goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Stay healthy. And if you need a doctor, you know who to call. Me.
right, he was very good. He could tell that I was happy. And yes, and me too. I'm also a doctor. Yes, it's me, the puppet here.
One